And congratulations, Mr. President-elect, on bringing together this extraordinary team. I have always believed in the nobility of public service, and these Americans embody it. Their lives and careers are a testament to the dedication, sacrifice, and commitment to civic responsibility that have strengthened our democracy and kept America's promise alive for more than 200 years. President-elect Biden and I have long known that when we were elected, we would inherit a series of unprecedented challenges upon walking into the White House. Addressing these challenges starts with getting this pandemic under control, opening our economy responsibly, and making sure it works for working people. And we also know that our challenges will require us here at home to overcome those issues that block our ability to proceed. Our challenge here is a necessary foundation for restoring and advancing our leadership around the world. And we are ready for that work. We will need to reassemble and renew America's alliances, rebuild and strengthen the national security and foreign policy institutions that keep us safe and advance our nation's interests, and confront and combat the existential threat of climate change that endangers us all. I take these issues very seriously. My whole career has been about keeping people safe, from serving as district attorney to California's Attorney General to the United States Senate, where I have served on the Intelligence and Homeland Security committees. I've come to know firsthand the gravity of the challenges and threats facing the United States. And over the past few months, I've also come to know the sound judgment, expertise, and character of the people on this stage. I can say with confidence that they are, to a person, the right women and men for these critical positions. And I look forward to working alongside them on behalf of the American people and on behalf of a president who will ask tough questions, demand that we be guided by facts, and expect our team to speak the truth, no matter what. A president who will be focused on one thing and one thing only: doing what is best for the people of the United States of America. When Joe asked me to be his running mate, he told me about his commitment to making sure we selected a cabinet that looks like America, that reflects the best of our nation. And that's what we have done. Today's nominees and appointees come from different places. They bring a range of different life and professional experiences and perspectives. And they also share something else in common: an unwavering belief in America's ideals, an unshakable commitment to democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. And they understand the indispensable role of America's leadership in the world. These women and men are patriots and public servants to their core. And they are leaders, the leaders we need to meet the challenges of this moment and those that lie ahead. Thank you.
A barrier-breaking prosecutor with a love for grilling
I will repeat.
and music.
Nation under a bridge.
She ran for president,
I am running for president of the United States.
going head-to-head with Biden over school busing.
You know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
But she later endorsed him. Now, California Senator Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's pick for vice president.
As I said, Joe, when you called me, I am incredibly honored by this responsibility, and I'm ready to get to work. I am ready to get to work.
So, who is she? Harris has a history of being the first.
You may be the first to do many things, but make sure you're not the last.
She was the first Black person and first woman to become District Attorney of San Francisco and later Attorney General of California.
And I decided to become a prosecutor because I believed that there were vulnerable and voiceless people who deserved to have a voice in that system.
And in 2016, she was elected the first Black senator from California. Now, she is the first Black woman and first person of Indian descent to be nominated for national office by a major party. So what is she known for in Washington?
So my question to you.
Harris serves on 4 Senate committees and is perhaps best known for her tough questions.
It makes me nervous.
Is that a no? Is that a yes?
Can I get to respond, please, ma'am?
No, sir. No.
And some of her policy priorities? Criminal justice reform and racial justice legislation.
Racial justice is on the ballot in 2020.
After the killing of George Floyd in police custody, Harris returned to the Senate with new purpose.
Black Americans want to stop being killed.
She found clarity here that she was missing as a presidential candidate.
We should have things like a national standard for excessive use of force.
But she's faced criticism from progressive activists over her record as a prosecutor, including her push for higher cash bails for certain crimes, and for refusing to support independent investigations for police shootings as recently as 2014. So what's her dynamic with President Trump? She's called Trump's border wall,
His vanity project.
and him,
That guy in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when you pull back the curtain, it's a really small dude.
Most recently, Harris criticized Trump for ordering an aggressive military response to peaceful protesters in Washington for a photo op.
Turning the U.S. military on its own people. This is not the America that people fought for.
Trump tweeted an attack ad on Harris shortly after the VP pick was announced, calling her a phony and accusing her of rushing to the radical left during her presidential run.
Slow Joe and phony Kamala.
Harris ran an unsteady presidential campaign that ended before the first primaries.
We are all in this together.
But she is among the best-known Black women in American politics.
I've long talked about the battle for the soul of America. We must restore the soul of America. Our nation is shaped by the constant battle between our better angels and our darkest impulses.
Human rights defenders, let's nominate Joe Biden for the Nobel Peace Prize. Please very much support my proposal. Struggle for human rights on the territory of Russia. COVID-19 pandemic give rise to the need to take a fresh look at public diplomacy as the most important tool of geopolitics in a new post-pandemic world in which we have to continue to live. I am going to make a proposal that cannot be rejected or ignored. Active measures do not require rush and impatience. Let's sit down and talk about our vision. Communism has collapsed, but covert attempts by Russia and China to destabilize America and the world as a whole continue. Let's change the world together so that it becomes peaceful and friendly, able to meet the hopes and aspirations of people. Human rights defenders, let's nominate Joe Biden for the Nobel Peace Prize. There will be stability in America, the end of chaos in the world. Please very much support my proposal. Let's nominate Joe Biden for the Nobel Peace Prize.
I've long talked about the battle for the soul of America. We must restore the soul of America. Our nation is shaped by the constant battle between our better angels and our darkest impulses.
Let's nominate Joe Biden for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Music.
Nation under a groove.